Why is almost everyone using this camera? Let's find out. Hey guys, it's your Tech Girl Mary and welcome back to our YouTube channel. Sa wakas, pag-uusapan na rin natin yung bagong DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Pero technically, hindi siya bago since na-launch tong camera na to last year of November. But since it's been a while since I had an Osmo Pocket, may konting learning curve. At the same time, I want the video footages to be as good as possible. Kaya, dinala ko rin to multiple trips itong Osmo Pocket 3. But a quick disclaimer, this video is intended for those people who are planning on buying the Osmo Pocket 3 pa lang, or for those people who already got one but just wanna know the basics. Or pwede namang expert ka na pero may mga features ka lang na nakaligtaan gamitin. Yes, dahil aside for my full review, I will also be sharing with you yung 10 natutunan ko dito sa camera na to na I think pwede nyo ring i-apply. Sa tingin ko, bukod sa review na inaantay nyo sa akin ngayon, unang-una nyong gustong malaman is kung ano yung bibili nyo, if the creator combo that I have right now or yung standard kit. For the basic or standard kit, yung original SRP is 29,990 pesos. And yung inclusions nun is obviously yung camera mismo. We also got here the protective cover and yung handle niya na merong 1/4 inch thread. And yung creator combo naman na yung original SRP is 39,990 pesos. Makukuha nyo tong dalawang to, including of course the bag, DJI Mic 2 transmitter. Meron din kayong battery grip na makukuha. Also, an ultra-wide lens. This one. And of course, the tripod or yung stand. For me, itong Creator Combo Edition na nakikita nyo sa harapan ko is already a good value overall. Lalong-lalo na if you are a creator who seriously wanna consider getting the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Yun nga lang, medyo may pagka-steep lang talaga yung pricing ng Creator Combo Edition ng DJI Osmo Pocket 3 ngayon. Lalong-lalo na kung i-compare natin to doon sa Creator Combo ng DJI Osmo Pocket 2. Kaya rin kung mapapansin nyo, yung ibang bumibili ng Creator Combo outside the Philippines talaga nila sinusource dahil unang-una syempre mas mura. Pangalawa, mahirap hanapin ngayon etong camera na to dito sa Pilipinas due to shortage of stocks. Wala namang problema guys kung gusto nyo makamura and you wanna source your own DJI Osmo Pocket 3 outside the Philippines. Pero ingat lang tayo because when it comes to warranty, doon lang sa country kung saan nyo nabili yung camera, mapapaayos kapag nagka-problema siya within a certain period of time. Anyway, lilikpitin ko na to tapos mag-start na tayo with the basics. So, 1-inch sensor. Ano ba to? To make it short, it is a larger sensor compared doon sa previous Pocket 2 sensor, which means mas lower yung noise, mas maganda yung dynamic range, and even a nicer shallow depth of field effects. But to make it clear, yung 1-inch sensor na makikita natin dito sa Osmo Pocket 3 is almost the same one na meron tayo sa Sony ZV and even Canon G7X series. Bukod sa 1-inch sensor na meron yung Pocket 3, meron din siyang very versatile display. So kapag naka-widescreen siya, which is 16:9, it supports 4K up to 60 FPS. And if naka-vertical naman ito na 9:16, it supports up to 3K at 60 FPS resolution. May choice rin kayo to shoot between standard, HDR, HLG, or D-Log M color profile. Before I forget, meron din pala siyang 1:1 square format. So, halos 3 aspect ratios yung available sa kanya. So, now that you kinda already know what the Osmo Pocket 3 can give you, pag-aralan natin ng mabilisan yung kanyang interface or the controls. Kung mapapansin nyo, dalawa lang yung buttons na meron tayo dito sa handle ng Osmo Pocket 3. Bukod sa main function ng record button, it also serves as a power control and shutter release for stills. Tapos, yung gimbal control stick naman ay nasa kaliwa. Obviously, it's the controller for the four-way pan and tilt of the lens. And for you to recenter the gimbal, pwede nyong i-double press yung kanyang controller pan. Sa totoo lang, sa tagal ko nang ginagamit itong camera na to, hindi ganun kadaling i-operate kapag hindi ginagamit yung stand or yung extra battery niya. Bukod sa maiksi yung grip, syempre kapag may ilalagay tayo sa ilalim niya katulad ng mic, medyo awkward siya. So, mas maganda talaga siyang gamitin kapag merong extra battery or itong ang extension. Ngayon, kung gusto niyo nang ayusin or baguhin yung camera settings, pwedeng-pwede to via the touch screen. Actually, malinis yung interface niya, pero may konting learning curve, lalo na if first time yung gagamit ng Osmo Pocket. Yung pinaka main screen niya, meron siyang icon for toggling face tracking along with one to swap the joystick control between gimbal control and digital zoom. And yung interface niya has virtual buttons to quickly swap between selfie and regular recording. And instead of having additional buttons, pwede nyo gamitin yung swipe gestures to navigate through the camera. Swipe down nyo lang para ma-access yung main menu. Left to toggle capture options like color space and file format. Right naman for playback. And app naman to change frame rate, aspect ratio options, and resolution. Alright, so now that you already know what this camera is capable of and kung paano siya gamitin, I will now tell you guys kung ano yung mga natutunan ko sa kanya from the past 3 months. Dito na papasok yung mga tips ko sa inyo. Number 1, dapat alam nyo kung nasan yung location ng microphones niya dahil nung una, hindi ko siya masyadong napapansin or hindi ko talaga siya pinapansin. So, meron tayong isang mic dito sa gilid, tapos may isa pa tayo ulit dito sa gilid, and lastly, meron tayong mic dito sa likod. Nung unang buwan na ginagamit ko tong Osmo Pocket 3, kadalasan kong natatakpan or nahaharangan yung mics niya. Hindi naman din kasi sa lahat ng oras ginagamit ko itong mic 2. So kapag yung built-in mic na yung gagamitin natin at tinitignan ko na yung mga footages, medyo muffled na yung audio. Kaya sayang naman, diba? Lalong-lalo na if hindi gagamitin yung extra battery and even yung tripod, kadalasan ang hawak sa Osmo Pocket 3 ay pag ganito or kaya naman ganito, matatakpan at matatakpan nyo yung kanyang mic. Number 2 is storing your DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which can be crucial sometimes for me. Sa mga hindi nakapanood, I posted a TikTok video last year. I had a problem with my gimbal. Nung una, hindi ko ma-figure out kung ano yung mali kong ginawa. Actually, akala ko after buying it, ibabalik ko siya sa Henry's dahil may sira pala. So apparently guys, may mali akong ginawa when it comes to storing the Osmo Pocket 3 dito sa kasama niyang case. So kapag aalisin niyo na siya dito sa kanyang case, make sure na ipopush niyo muna yung dulo bago niyo hihilahin instead na hilahin agad. Personally, hindi ko gusto yung case na kasama dito sa Osmo Pocket 3. Lalong-lalo na if nagmamadali ka tapos nagkamali ka ng kuha sa mismong camera, may possibility na masira yung gimbal agad-agad. So personal choice niyo na lang talaga kung gagamitin niyo yung kasamang case sa kanya or mag-outsource kayo from other shops. Tip number 3 is to always control your exposure. Actually, wala namang masama kung mag-o-auto kayo, lalong-lalo na if pinag-aaralan nyo pa lang yung camera. Because sometimes yung auto exposure doesn't get the shot that you want, lalong-lalo na sa mga outdoor scenes. So yes, huwag nyong kalimutan na meron kayong full manual control for the exposure level. To access this, kailangan nyo lang mag-swipe from the right to left. Click nyo lang yung exposure and click the letter M for manual control. Yung nasa left, yung shutter speed, and yung nasa right naman yung ISO level. But then again, medyo tricky lang kasi talaga yung manual control, lalo na if beginner ka, pero napag-aaralan naman to. Ngayon, kung ayaw nyo masyadong ginagalaw yung manual control or yung exposure niya, you can always go back to auto and use ND filters. So, ito na yung pang-apat ko na tip sa inyo. Kung bibili kayo ng creator combo, huwag kayo mag-expect na may kasama siyang ND filter. Kailangan niyo siyang bilhin separately. May order akong ND filter guys, hindi pa rin dumarating, mag-iisang buwan na. So, hindi ko mapakita sa inyo. But then again, if nasa outdoor kayo at gusto nyong i-control yung pasok ng ilaw sa camera tapos sobrang harsh, ND filter, pwede kayong gumamit. Dimagnet lang din yung mga ND filter ng Osmo Pocket 3 katulad ng kung paano natin gamitin yung ultra-wide lens niya. Now, let's talk about mics. I know na isa lang yung DJI Mic 2 na kasama doon sa Creator Combo, pero right now, pwede na kasi kayong bumili ng isa pa separately. Last time kasi or last year, nung bago pa lang yung Osmo Pocket 3 and even the Mic 2, hindi pa kayo pwedeng bumili separately dahil hindi pa rin naman nalo-launch officially yung DJI Mic 2 that time. So, kung nagre-record kayo ng footage at dalawa kayong nagsasalita, pwede kayong gumamit ng dalawang microphones for the Osmo Pocket 3. So yes, 2 microphone setup for this camera is very much possible. Now for my tip number 6, it's all about the additional grip. Ingat kayo dahil ako ay madalas, ewan ko ba? Kapag hindi kasi masyadong nalalock ng maayos, ayan, tutunog dapat siya 2 beses or 1 beses lang kapag napasok nyo siya ng sabay, automatic maglalak na siya. Pero kapag nagmamadali or kaya naman papalit-palit tayo ng grip, minsan nakakalimutan natin na hindi pala siya properly nalalak. Ganito yung itsura niya kapag kanan lang yung nalock, kaya minsan ma-out of balance yung camera nyo at syempre, pag nalaglag, masisira talaga siya. So again, make sure na you will be able to lock it properly. Now, for my tip number 7, to those who doesn't know, pwede nyo ring i-monitor yung audio nyo dito sa Osmo Pocket 3, just like what you guys usually do as well on other cameras. We all know na magandang gamitin yung Osmo Pocket 3 kapag mag-isa ka lang. Pero if someone else is shooting you and gusto nyong i-make sure na okay yung audio pickup niya, you can always use earphones. As for me, since USB-C na itong Apple earphones ko, pwede ko na siyang directly ilagay dito sa Osmo Pocket 3. Pero kung naka 3.5mm audio jack yung earphones nyo, pwede naman kayong gumamit ng dongle. So halimbawa ako yung nagve-video for someone else, pwede ko nang marinig yung sinasabi ng talent or nung binivideohan ko. May slight delay nga lang, which is expected naman since the mics are connected via Bluetooth, pero hindi naman ganon kalaki. Tip number 8, actually sobrang basic nito. Make sure your lens is always clean. Kadalasan kasing dumudumi talaga yung lens kapag nagpapalit or naglalagay tayo ng additional lens sa kanya like ultra-wide, black mist filter, or ND filter. I also don't suggest na maglagay ng protector sa kanya kasi pag bumibili ng halimbawa ng screen protector nitong mismong display natin, may kasama rin siyang protector for the camera mismo, which is again, I don't advise, pero kung gusto nyo naman talagang maglagay para maprotektahan yung mismong lens natin, pwede naman. Preference lang talaga na yung mismong display lang yung may gusto kong may screen protector. Anyway, huwag kalimutan, again, punasan yung lens. Second to the last is, of course, adjusting your gimbal speed. So aside from adjusting your exposure level, shutter speed, video format, or even ISO, pwede nyo ring ayusin yung gimbal speed ng Osmo Pocket 3. Syempre, depende to sa sinushoot nyo or ano yung subject matter nyo. So from top, swipe nyo lang pababa, click nyo lang yung tumatakbo na logo. Meron tayong option to go from default, slow, or even fast. So kung gusto nyo ng medyo may pagka-cinematic footage, pwede nyong piliin yung slow rotational speed. Medyo may pagka-delay or slow yung galaw ng ating mismong gimbal. Now, if you are shooting naman yung mga sports or anything that is more action type of footage, basta kahit ano na fast pace, pwede nyong piliin yung fast rotational speed. Mas mabilis din magre-react kasi yung gimbal dito, lalo na if may dumaan na kotse, na bike, or kapag meron kayong sports na nire-record. Last but not the least, for my tip is to actually just have fun. I know the point of the Osmo Pocket 3 is really for content creation and even vlogging, but it can also be for travel or even for consumers or prosumers na gusto ng magandang quality ng camera in an action camera style but has no need for the Insta360 creativity or the action-packed GoPro. So yes, you don't have to be a vlogger or even a content creator. You also don't have to find a purpose. To be honest, etong camera na to mismo is so fun to use to the point na kahit ako lang makakakita ng footages, walang problema. So for me, for 2023, kahit na last quarter nang lumabas yung Osmo Pocket 3, it still and will always be my camera of the year. And yung 2024, umpisa pa lang naman tayo, so I am not really saying na ito pa rin. Pero malay natin, dumating tayo sa dulo, ito pa din. Anyway, let me know guys if meron pa kayong questions about this Osmo Pocket 3 na gusto nyong pag-usapan ko or sagutin ko sa comment section. Again, it's your Tech Girl Mary and see you on our next video. Bye!